Hello, Living Waters. Welcome back to the Bible Library. Today we continue our tour through a favorite section of the library. Obviously, the Gospels, the good news of Jesus Christ, the life, death, and resurrection. And we continue with the third Gospel, the Gospel of Luke. Luke. Anyway, the Gospel of Luke, if we're looking for our matchmaking recommendations, I'd say Luke is the gospel for someone who's looking to reinvigorate with God's word, with the teachings of Christ. I got two people in mind. One, it would be people who are looking for what is the so what of our faith. What's the so what of what Jesus is teaching? So what? What do we do? What are we supposed to... Then now what? How do we live this out? What are the real life implications right now of the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth? Now, Luke is your probably your most social justice oriented gospel of the four, the most action oriented. Matthew's up there, but I think Luke is, well, I'll leave that to you. But Luke is very into that. We do get Christmas Part 2. It'll be interesting to see. Luke is also a gospel that is more intentional of opening it to all people, to specifically to Gentiles, to women, to kind of showing that Jesus broke down those barriers. That's really important to Luke. Luke is an evangelist gospel. It's for reaching out. It's for like I said. Someone who's looking for the so what of the Christian faith. What does this all mean? What are we going to do? And then also someone who's really into a deep dive of the early church. Luke is a part one. A part one of what, you ask? John? No. That's a separate gospel. Luke is part one, and part two is the book of Acts, which we'll get to on next week. So, I would say if you're looking for a larger picture of the gospel and then the implications for the church right after, with Luke and Acts together, because they're meant to be read together. I think people forget that. Give that a try. If you're looking for that, those two books will be your match. Okay? So, Gospel of Luke. What will you find in the Gospel of Luke? Well, you're going to find, obviously, like we've said with all the Gospels, right? The life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But Luke has some unique parables, unique moments that are very dear to the heart of the church. The Good Samaritan, the Good Samaritan, the prodigal son is unique to the Gospel of Luke. Stories that, well, they're treasured for a reason. They resonate with a lot of people. Again, it's opening up the kingdom in a powerful way. So, Luke. If perhaps we're looking for, if you are someone who is reading in a group together, who's looking for someone who is wondering about the inclusivity of God in the world, of course we know that God is inclusive of all people, but Luke is more explicit than the other Gospels in spelling that out. So, yes, that is the Gospel of Luke. So, give that a shot if you want to check that out. As always, with all of these Gospels, or any of the books in our Bible library, any of the videos. If you have a question, if you're wondering, you want a little more info on books, comment. I can get back to you. I just don't want to make these videos like a half hour long and a mini sermon on each of them. So, try to keep them short, and I'm already hitting my time limit. But please, if you do have follow-up questions, please let this be an opportunity for conversation. I'm more than happy to answer your questions about the Gospel of Luke, any book of the Bible, whatever the video is. Just if you can help my brain, please comment about that book on that video. That would be very helpful. And plus, then other people can see, oh, you have a question of Gospel of Luke? Well, guess what? Someone else is wondering that same thing, and the answer is right here. So, okay, enough rambling, Pastor. Here we go. John tomorrow to round out the week. John is a gospel unlike any other, so we'll get into that tomorrow.